What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmong and welcome to my review for the DC Collectibles DC Designers Wonder Woman statue by Adam Hughes. The Wonder Woman statue stands roughly under 15 inches tall and is limited to 5,000 statues, which this one that I got is 3,058 out of 5,000. This statue is based off of the Adam Hughes artwork and is sculpted by Jack Matthews and costs about $104 US. So, as per usual, we shall start from the bottom of the statue going up. On the bottom, we have the base, which is a circular base with the Wonder Woman emblem on it. Wonder Woman has two pegs on her foot that goes into those holes to keep her from standing. I do like the circular base and is happy that it isn't an odd shaped base, which helps with putting her in your collection. Now, I just wish that the Wonder Woman emblem was a little bit bigger because there is a lot of space on the base that isn't being used. Next, after the base is Wonder Woman's boots. We have the red boots with the white stripe going up from the middle of the boots and to the edge of the boot. Now, the boot does have a rough texture to it, so it gives it a distinctive feel to the boot. And as we keep going up, you will see Wonder Woman's lasso of truth that coils around her legs and goes up all the way to her hands. Next, we have Wonder Woman's iconic costume that she dons. She has the red corset with the gold eagle on it, and you can also see that her tights, which has blue and white stars all over it. Everything on the costume looks to be good so far, but I just wish the gold on the costume was a little bit shinier so it sticks out a little bit more. Now moving up, we get to look at Wonder Woman's face. You have the red lipstick of Wonder Woman, which the colors does stick out a bit. Next is the blue eyes of Wonder Woman, and I just wish that they had a little bit more detail so the statue looks a little bit more alive. Before we get to the hair, we're going to take a look at the tiara that's on Wonder Woman's forehead. The tiara is gold with a red star in the middle, but so far what I can see from this star, has a little bit of a defect in it. You can see that the star itself is colored red, but you can see a little bit of the red like kind of falls off onto the tiara, which kind of colors the tiara a little bit red, while the tip of one of the stars is also golden. So there's a little bit of a defect in color with that. Now we get to look at the hair of Wonder Woman. We can see that you can see the little waves of the hair going to the right or left if you're looking behind her, but if you're looking at the statue, it's looking to the right. You can see that a little bit of the color is matte and a little bit of color has that shiny black to it. I just wish that they kept to one color instead of having two different type of colors. It just gives it this weird look to it. I just either liked it to go either matte black or just give it the whole shine black, and like I said, I just wish they stuck to one color. Other than that, I don't see anything wrong with the hair. I don't see any chips or any rough spots in the hair. Lastly, now we are all the way up and you can see that Wonder Woman's holding the tiara, and we're going to take a look at her hands next. You can see that Wonder Woman is holding her lasso of truth between her hands. Other than that, her finger seems to be good with not really defects in it. There's also her indestructible bracelets that you can see around her wrist. My only real problem with the bracelet, just like the gold eagles and the tiara, is that it doesn't give a good like shine to it. It's just a flat color. There's really no shine, so I would like to see the bracelets be a little bit more shinier. And now for Wonder Woman's pose. I do love how she is stretching upwards, giving the statue a calm feeling like she's about to take flight, but is also ready for action. Wonder Woman looks good, but there is a big but to that. The final statue doesn't really look like the prototype that is pictured when you go and buy the statue. You can see that she loses a little bit of detail on her. Her costume is a little bit more of a mute color than the prototype. And then of course, she also loses a little bit of muscle definition in her arms and legs and on her stomach. You don't really see the abs in the final statue, but when you look at the prototype, it's there. It also felt like they decided to go with the DC EU version of Wonder Woman instead of going with the Wonder Woman that Adam Hughes drew. So in the end, I'm giving this Wonder Woman statue a 7 out of 10. I really loved her pose and of course how the lasso of truth coils around the statue, and it actually is around her and then it kind of goes off a little bit too, so it looks pretty cool. But I also wasn't too impressed that they kind of stuck to their own version of Wonder Woman of this drawing instead of going with Adam Hughes' drawing. Well, anyways, hopefully everybody enjoys my review for the DC Designers Wonder Woman. This is Omega Belmong. I am signing off for today, and peace out.